So, I got this out of a canal. It's solid metal. You can see that. It's got grains down the side that run up it. Looks like it's been subjected to heat. Kind of goes up in a pattern up this way. I'll try and get some better light. It's got these edges. As you can see, nails are dirty. As you can see, the edges are all smoothed over where they were previously jagged, but they're now all rounded, like they've been subjected to heat. Now, what's strange about this is that there's just one piece there. I'm not entirely sure how this is come about. It doesn't look like it's been melted, because that's the only surface area there that's got any sort of jaggedness to it or whatever. But that doesn't correspond with the striations created by the heat. So it looks like the heat source is coming from the side. That part would be sitting there, and the heat sort of lines are running that way, but they do appear in different directions. God, this is really heavy. They do appear in different directions in different places. Where was that bit that I saw? Like, get the right light on it. See, around here, it seems to be going in a different direction to what? Can't really see it much on here. What's going on there? Little flashes. But it doesn't make sense to me because it's solid metal. If it was a mix, it wouldn't look like a rock that's got rounded edges. So if you're making like steel or something like that, you'd have to use like various other, iron with manganese and whatnot. Clay to take out the impurities, and lime also. But this is like solid metal, and it's still in rock form. Like it's got the shape of a rock, and there's no oxidization anywhere. And I don't know how long this has been underneath the water for, but I've had it out of water now for about a month and a half. And you see that there's actually, apart from this one space there is no other marks like it's been on the floor or it's been anywhere. And it's not dripping, it just doesn't make sense to me. I hit it with a hammer, as you see the mark at the top. I'll give it a good whack with a hammer, see if I could smash it in half. But it's solid metal, so it won't have none of it. But it's slight sort of spots of a different colour just round about there somewhere. But it's really not picking up on the camera. Oh, this is killing my arm. But yeah. Then if you know anything about meteorites or working metal or whatever, can you make sense of this? Because I can't. So say if it was there and that was up, then you would see like fire marks going up here, or there just doesn't seem to be any. The only sort of striation marks are these sort of ones going up this way. You can see those going up that way, and then sort of some around here somewhere. Oh God, my arm's gonna drop off. Jesus, round about here. But I cannot make sense of this. Ow. whatsoever. As you can hear from the thud, it's a very solid bit of metal there. And there's no signs of it being mixed with anything. There's no signs of clay or oxidization or lime or anything really. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. And obviously there's just that one part. I suppose if it was a meteorite, you would get an impact mark, which is how it's got pop marks in sort of gravelly type bits, like maybe it was hot and it smashed into the floor, perhaps, I don't know. Smashed into mud and then the mud's washed off over time or something, I'm not too sure. But what I do know is it's one seriously weird formation. It just doesn't make sense. So if you've got any thoughts on this, if you know of any tests I could do or something, I know they say cut it in half. I really don't want to cut it in half, to be honest. It's beautiful looking as it is. I wouldn't want to mess with that if I can help it. But they say, like with ammonite, you've got to look out for these sort of flakes that are sparkly. And this does have sort of like a bit of a sparkly sort of effect to it, like ammonite. But then you do get ammonite that comes from different planets and stuff. So like Mars ammonite or something. But yeah, it's just really, really strange. And this round bit there, just really curious with those marks. But given the fact that when things are done, like they're usually melted in a bloom furnace, the old school way, or in a what do they call it, furnace, where they just keep putting this stuff in. I can't remember the name for it, but yeah, it doesn't make sense to me, because the heat would be sometimes over the side, and those big ones I was talking about, like industrial ones, but it's obviously not through there. There's no signs of any mixing whatsoever. It's all in the same thing. So it would have to have, I guess, chromium, a lot of chromium in there to stop any sort of oxidization. But I don't think it's specifically need manganese naturally occurring or whatever to have this effect. So I'm not too sure, but it's definitely not mixed. It's not a composite of anything. It's literally just one lump, one very heavy lump. And I'm wondering, am I sitting here with £1 million worth of meteorite, or am I sitting here with just a big heavy metal rock? Just don't make sense. But any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section. Any ideas of tests or whatever that you think I might be able to do, or places I may be able to go to get it verified perhaps. But yeah, it's very strange to me. Very strange. Very bloody heavy as well. God blimey. It weighs a lot. It's probably like 2-3 kilograms. Yeah. So, any thoughts? Please leave your comments in the comment section. I appreciate the help, to be honest, because I'm baffled. Alright, thanks. See you later.